Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps our community to grow tremendously. And if you're interested in following along a little bit more closely and supporting this channel a little bit more, consider becoming a member. Members are $3 a month at this point, and it just helps our community to keep doing all of this extra little work that really allows everybody to enjoy what they get. In addition to all of that, if you would like to support us even further, consider joining our Patreon. Get into our Discord server, hang out with us, maybe join a couple of our games. But I think that'll be everything. Where last we left off, the party had walked into the very depths of the ancient tunnels and funeral grounds of the individuals to this very old temple to the Storm Lord. Taken aback by the fact that the first area you walked into was dedicated seemingly to those that belong to the Church of the Crystal One. But some religions actually get along in fantasy worlds. After that, you all decide to step into the freezing waters and attempt to swim down this different sections of tunnels, weaving and going further inside. And after a couple of attempts, you all successfully found your way into a warmer area that was apparently a outhouse of sorts for the cultists. Kai jumped up there and surprised one of them, grappling them and pulling them in the water, where Snake easily just slid his blade into their chest. After that transpired, Skeeter climbed out of the water and knocked the other one unconscious, where you then interrogated him, where he informs you that there are two leaders here, one of which is Vagdrum, an individual that Alistair seems to recognize in name in at least some capacity. And after he gave you all of this information, very unceremoniously, Sneak killed him. And that is where we are picking up. Players, you listen to the corridor around you and hear the subtle hums of the surrounding area. It's almost electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. With energy right now.
Why don't I go scout ahead a little bit and I'll report back.
If you would like.
While he's asking the group, that then he does, I guess, go do it.
All right. By the way, Mersha, you have prestidigitation, right?
Correct.
I assume you do that on everybody so they're not walking around freezing to death?
Yes.
Good.
Alerting everyone to our presence with our stench.
Well, not just that, it's freezing water. It's you
to
would die of hyperthermia like that if it wasn't for prestidigitation.
I'm trying to dismantle the cult, but the clacking of my teeth keeps alerting them.
So, Kai, which way are you going?
Through the doors. There's there are the two different ways beyond that.
There's left and there's right. And the cultist did tell Sneak which direction.
I'll look the other direction for a little bit just to see what's down there, but I won't go too far.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. You still have Pass Without Trace up. This entire ordeal with your original casting of Pass Without Trace has only been about 10 minutes. So you have 50 more minutes with it.
Can you roll for me?
Mm-hmm. Stealth. $18.28. You move down that corridor by yourself, unless somebody else wanted to move with him.
Honestly, he's the only way I'm going to get anywhere stealthily.
Right, but he's scouting right now. I'm wondering if anybody wants to scout. If you think you could contribute to it.
I will.
Oh, okay. Kai reluctantly agrees, though he can't teleport if she's tagging along.
Well, you can, just she has to rely to her own devices. Taryn, go ahead and roll. You got a +10.
No, he'll let Taryn keep up with him.
Okay.
But he'll give it a stink eye.
32.
Yeah, just
As
wait
the-
until I help you, like, not die or something.
One of these days. As the two of you walk down, heading not to the east, but instead over towards the west wing of the area, you begin hearing the sounds of individuals behind doors, as there's a multitude other doorways, each of which are labeled by decade in, what's the native language in this? Oh, not native, but Marquesian. Neither of you know Marquesian, but Kai, you recognize the language because of the time you spent here in the Menagerie Coast.
Yeah, he'll silently look to Taryn and point in that direction, see if she wants to start looking in the proper direction now.
She'll nod and start heading the other way.
Okay, we'll head toward the proper direction.
I'm not positive if I said it or not because my mind's a little blanked right now, but you did hear noise coming from those rooms. Just people in general.
Yeah, well, we
Okay.
don't want to attract attention, so.
I'm just making sure I did let you know. I forgot if I told you or not.
Yeah. I was gonna try and think of something to do to keep them from coming if there's a chance, but
Do you have an idea?
I have a flask of grease in.
If you
I
That
wanna
want
always
to
lose.
set
slowed
up a
down for
trap.
little bit.
I mean, they're cultists. Come on.
Certainly. I would like to build a trap with that flask of grease in.
Okay, trap building takes about 15 minutes in total, depending on the complexity of the trap and the material you have at your disposal. You do have thieves' tools, and you are proficient in the thieves' tools, as is Kai. Do the two of you wish to spend 10-20 minutes constructing a trap, or...
That's a lot of time.
It is.
Nah.
I have
Alright.
expertise in thieves' tools, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Kai will patiently wait to her. Go.
I was taking the time to investigate, which you don't seem to be able to do.
Kai sticks his tongue out at her.
But anyways, you all begin, or you two begin walking back down the other corridor, where everybody inside of the room notices them walking past again. Depending how long they take, you all might actually get a short rest. Depending, if you would like. But anyways, you walk around that end and start moving around the corner where you see the corridor stretches on for a very long period of time, and neither of you can see the full distance all the way down. Seems to be very dark down here.
Yeah, well, if it's taking this long to do, I don't want my password trace to go away, so I'll probably get the others to join us.
While they were gone, I wanted to ask Marcia if she could help me dry off my cards with her prestidigitation.
Marcia will dry them off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Skeeter, did you make the cards yourself?
I did not, but
Oh,
thanks for giving me an idea.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
back
nice
in
of-
this era, all cards were, like, hand-drawn by people. It wasn't,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. No, these are from the ashram.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, both of you. Yeah, Alistair?
As he's as he's like showing off the cards again, I'm just gonna say, so you believe that there are only 4 books now in existence, but you have your own deck of cards made out of paper.
Yeah. I mean, people write things, but there's only been, there was the World According to Cletus, the New Revised Dictionary by Cletus, and then, another book. And then the 4th one that number 2 found. God, he's a great guy.
Well, I told you I had a book in my pocket right now.
No way! Can I see it?
I hand him a general prayer book of the gods of the world.
Cletus is not on there.
Did you write this? Yeah. Did you write this?
No. Basically, somebody famous decided to document all the gods and the majority of the world believe in.
So, the original author of this text is Ace, the Adventurer.
What language is it in?
Common.
Tal'Dorei common, I believe.
No. He would write it in a universal common.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Ace is a man of Exandria. He writes for everybody. And he has a couple of books out published. That's a different thing.
Oh.
I begin to tell him about Ace and then stop at the couple of other books published for a different day.
Mind blown. This is just. Can I, when you're done reading that, can I borrow it?
You know what? Read as much as you like right now.
Sure. Well, I wanted to practice my cards, but I would love to read this sometime.
Sure, just ask for it. I'm basically memorized through a lot of it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, I just figure it's more polite to ask you now than just, read it tomorrow when you're.
So,
but yeah, so do you mind if I and I'll put it in my bag, or do you want to hold on to it?
Yes. Knock yourself out.
So
and I feel
it is
like
a
I
very
could tell...
simplistic novel. Just to clarify, it's very simplistic. Only prime deities, 1 or 2 minor deities, and their dogma. It's excluding 1 deity that you're aware of, Alistair. Skeeter, out of character. The knowing mistress is not in the book.
Cool.
So all the other ones continue.
Yeah, I feel it's relevant to say don't knock yourself out with it. Actually, it's a turn of phrase.
I was wondering, but yeah, don't know what turn of phrase is, but I'm
prayer.
Yeah, I don't know if I could knock myself out with this.
If anyone has ever told you to break a leg, that is a saying of luck, not a go break your leg saying.
Break a leg, luck.
Yes, I have no idea where the saying came from myself, but
you say it while you break their leg, or
that might be a cool way to hit somebody in the leg, but no, it's like saying, like, if you say good luck to somebody, it's kind of like that, but if like somebody's going to perform and somebody says, oh, go break a leg, I think it means good luck.
Ooh, gotcha. Cool. You performers, I'm learning so much. This is great. Thank you.
Yeah, you can use that knowledge later when you are, what is it, spaceship?
Oh, they're gonna love it. They're just gonna love this.
Yeah, I follow that, and I'm just going to turn around like, okay, that's enough Skeeter for now.
Okay, so Taryn, Kai was coming back after realizing that this corridor is way too long for a quick scout, and he wants to keep his spell up for everybody. Do you want to maintain where you are and continue searching for traps?
Yes.
Okay, so you lose the +10, which puts you down at a measly 22 stealth.
Right.
How embarrassing.
roll your investigation. And at the end of that portion of the conversation, Kai, I suppose, gathers you all up to follow. And everybody roll your stealth now. $19 because disadvantage. 17, 19.
24. No, 24 because I'm at disadvantage.
Oh, heavy armor as well. Yeah, 24. Okay. Perfect.
Not everyone was at disadvantage, though, right? Just Alistair and...
Heavy armor. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, only those two. No, you guys don't have disadvantage as a whole. It's just, I mean, you literally popped up through their sewage system. So, like, you know.
Unexpected.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We are the congregation of the sewers.
Kind of like after eating Taco Bell. Surprise. Well, I guess it's not really a surprise.
Aren't they thankful they didn't like prunes in their diet?
I miss Taco Bell so much. Oh.
My daughter just discovered their chicken chalupas. They're her favorite.
Crunchwrap Supremes, no tomato.
Yeah. Gerald, why can't you have Taco Bell?
Because my area was filthy and disgusting before COVID. And they have not kept up to a standard. Yeah. Real answer. You know, I'm not, it's... I eat out, but only at the places I know are clean. Like,
you know, sometimes I'm very happy. I'm very happy that Iceland doesn't have the same health standard neglect.
You mean the fact that you have a health standard? Right.
That's very, that's very fair.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I miss it. I tried making my own crunch wraps, and they're just nowhere near as good. I mean, they're great, but, like, you need that, like, grade E meat, you know? Like, that's what really makes it, you know? This is 85% meat. That makes it.
85% meat's actually, like, pretty good. That's low fat content, man. That's
No,
healthy.
when they talk about 85% meat, they mean like 85% animal.
Oh.
Yeah.
The rest is filler.
Yeah.
Sawdust.
Paste.
Incidentally, grade E meat, probably how my ex describes me.
Oh.
But I'm bummed.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Sorry.
Both are applicable.
Yeah.
That's my favorite so far.
What, the sad trombone?
Yeah.
Okay. So, everybody, you gather back up. Taryn, what was your investigation? 22? Up ahead, you do notice that right before the corridor that you actually hear people down, but you can't look past it yet, there is a silver wire entracing this entire segment of the area. And directly past the silver wire, there's these tiny little slits in the wall that are right about knee height. And, like, very small up ahead. It's clearly some type of magic-infused trap to probably shoot something at your knees.
Right. Well, I will. Can I attempt to disarm it, or is it going to be something magical that's going to have to disarm it?
You'd have to tell me how you intend to do it, because clearly there's a mechanism in there, but the magic, by your best estimate, would only be triggered if something touches, interacts with, or goes over.
Well, the way I was going to try to do it would be to block where the arrows come out, but if it's on the other side of that trigger...
Do you have a way to attempt to do that? If you can get created, I mean, you're a thief rogue. I presume you got ways.
There's a bunch of shit just lying around in our room.
God damn it, Skeet.
Can I stick a ball bearing on the end of my crowbar and try to shove each one into one of the holes? Or would that trigger it?
You can certainly try.
Because I'm trying to think of like if it's a person passing through or if it's anything that's passing.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh,
I know the likelihood of this is near impossible, but
yeah, no.
you don't know how the magic
Nice.
works. I mean, you can experiment if you would like.
I'd rather just wait until magic users get here and then I will point everything out.
Alright.
How often do you never play magic users?
2 minutes later, boop, 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 the party's up here with you. And you
Oh,
do
look, a
hear
silver
from
thread.
around the corner, this entire time, there's been two people kind of chatting, just like, so, what are you going to do with your section of the maze? I don't know, I was thinking about getting something with a skylight. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Dear God, they're just like Skeeter.
So anyways, everybody else gets up to where Taryn is.
Oh, is
What's
it trap?
stopping you? Oh.
And she'll point out where the lines are and then where the arrows would be.
Do we
If
know what an
there's-
alarm spell is?
Presumably. I mean, most of you probably would at this point. It is not an alarm spell. It appears to be some other type of spell that is entraced into a trap. So Arcana check, anybody proficient or knowledgeable with thieves' tools?
I am not Arcana proficient.
Are you knowledgeable with
I-
thieves' tools?
I should be knowledgeable with these tools.
Mm.
I am the magic.
I keep forgetting you're part sorcerer.
What do you mean part? I'm mostly sorcerer.
Uh,
Hey, 90% is still part.
Sneak. Ooh, Mersha as well. Nice. Okay, Sneak, Mersha, and Kai. All three of you have encountered traps like this in some variety. Usually it connects to when X situation happens, trigger trap. Pretty simple. But in places like this, in caves and caverns, usually they set it up so if a person of this size crosses the threshold, so like mice wouldn't trigger it, and inanimate objects wouldn't trigger it, like a piece of the rubble that fell and bounced through wouldn't trigger it and stuff like that. Usually that's how these traps work.
I feel like this is an incredibly perfunctory magical system. It's literally a tripwire, and serves no purpose other than to be a tripwire, with a literal tripwire in place to trigger it. Why?
Kai, go through it and then I'll heal you at the end.
No, it will definitely alarm them. Just
Oh, it's
step
an
over
alarm?
the fuck.
Well, no, if you
You can-
step over the threshold, it'll trigger. That's the whole thing.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
so
let
it's
me
you step over the. Okay.
It's like
Let
the
me-
alarm spell tripwire. Yeah, Taryn?
Yeah.
let me try to disarm it by taking out the arrows and with my crowbar, my original tinkering
Yeah,
around
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Does it look
Sometimes
like
when I
it's
say, "Are you
clear-
sure?" I'm just playing with you.
I
Does it
know,
look
but
like-
I wanted. This is a serious thing.
Well,
if it was just a
yeah.
regular whatever.
I have some like magic missiles if you want to block off the holes.
Let's not right now.
Does it look like I can teleport across it?
I mean, you can certainly try. And from what you know, it's a physical boundary. If you physically cross that threshold, it will trigger the trap. So if you teleport, you're not physically going past it. So, Taryn,
Yeah.
go ahead, roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
$24.
Alrighty. one by one, you start, like, that little groove at the top of the first hook in your crowbar. You place a ball bearing in and just, like, fish it and boom, down into the little slits. Just, fish them over. Okay.
I always win that game with the little hook and the duckies.
Yeah. Fine. Ring toss.
Yeah.
But yeah, it appears that you have successfully clogged all of the holes. Stop it. Bad.
Isn't that more meant for yourself, Jero? Because you're half the reason.
I didn't do that one on purpose.
Yeah, and I don't think half of us do. You keep doing it to me, even though I don't try and do it.
Anyways, who's gonna step out first?
Kai will just teleport across.
Bink, bink.
I'll step out first.
Skeeter, as you step through the threshold, the wire glows slightly, and you all hear from inside the wall, boom, and one of the ball bearings falls out.
I will pick up the ball bearing.
Taryn removed 5 ball bearings. You received 1 extra, so you're still down 4.
Okay.
How far away are those voices?
Now that you round that corner, you can see down the corridor, roughly about like 60 feet or so, there's 2 individuals like standing outside of a large cryptic looking door.
Yeah, I'll keep back and wait for them to come up and whisper to them what I see.
Okay. Now, as each of you crosses the threshold, you hear again, boom, 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 boom.
Do they seem to be reacting?
Good question. Let me roll their perception check for their watch. One of them seems to be doing like a little bit of a jig while they're standing there. How much longer is our watch? I really gotta piss.
Boy, do we have a solution for you.
Everyone, back in the water. Back in the water. We got this.
This just in. Death cures your need to pay.
But anyways, they don't seem to notice any of you.
We discovered Kai's newest fetish.
And I'll just keep walking up to where Kai is, and my shadow's like right behind me. Just
following you behind.
Yep.
I was gonna go. There are no strings on me, but there are. That's Pinocchio, not Peter Pan.
Oh no, Skeeter Pan. Anyways, you all walk.
The fact that he can fly as well.
You all walk past the threshold and look down all the way at the end of this corridor where you see the 2 individuals, only about 60 feet away. The corridor continues further around and seems to curve around the opposite direction as well, though you're not quite sure what is over on that side at all. And the 2 of them periodically do look around, and you have to like scoot back and then pop back out again to watch.
How far away are they from me right now?
60 feet.
No.
How high is the ceiling?
Kai.
About 8 feet.
Kai.
Yes.
Actually, before I say anything to Kai, do these guys look about the same as the 2 guys we murked already?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh wow. A 16. Oh wait. What?
Well, you're interacting with cultists, so you have advantage. 28.
Oh yeah.
Your
that's
background's
Steve.
really good against cultists. You know what? Without being way too presumptuous and generalizing, they look almost exactly on par, in the grand scheme of power as those other two individuals. You know, not useless, but compared to what you've seen your party do, insignificant, other than being in alarm.
Hi, I have an idea.
Okay, what?
You do that weird... Wait, are they standing next to a source of light?
No, it's... they are standing next to a red glow that seems to be emanating off of the door itself.
I will... And I'll start... I'll, bonus action dash, use my movement, because they're about, what, 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
And then shink one in the, the forehead.
I was about to say I'm going to prepare to throw up my hammer, and I was asking Kai to do something, but you just went ahead and did that.
Oh, well, if I see her going, I'm not going to be left behind. I'll point at the other one.
I'm gonna fucking toss the hammer at one of them.
All right, surprise, motherfuckers, let's go. All right, so...
Four remaining guards gets fucking bodied.
All three of you to roll me, or all of you to roll me initiative if you're also trying to do this, but mostly the three of you, if you're racing to kill these guys.
Alistair's just so fucking ready.
I'll roll for you, Kai.
Oh god, Sneak as well.
I was being a good...
shit today.
Oh.
So
Sneak gets the win.
So Sneak, you see Taryn and like all fours in the corner just crawling across the ground at this incredible speed, and you go, fuck, she's gonna, what are you doing?
I'm just looking like, this is, you guys are all idiots, and I just pull the longbow off my back, because I'm a fucking fighter, and I can fucking do anything. I'm just like, this is fucking...
Bullshit. Go ahead, give me your 2 attacks. First one at advantage.
Unfortunately, I'm a level 3 fighter, so...
Oh, give me your attack.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
11 misses! The one guy drops down. Oh, my shoe's untied. And it goes sailing over his head.
I'm just like...
The luckiest cultist ever. The other guy goes, huh?
Fuck that. Fuck that. Action surge.
We're fighting the motherfucking cult.
This is where you use it. Okay, okay.
We'll give people an extra spell with one of those.
Now.
Yeah, the glowing red door, definitely. Yup, short rest,
Thank you.
The other person behind him who becomes aware of the arrow, roll your damage. You actually have to roll damage to see if you kill him.
9.
9 is their hit points. Huh? Into the heart as he falls down to the ground. Kai, your turn.
Disappointed in myself.
I'll smack him into the throat with my bow.
Alrighty,
And
2
then-
hands?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Kai teleports right beside one of them and cracks across the head.
Crack.
And immediately he falls down to the ground. Alistair, Taryn, Mersha, and Sneak, all just a little too slow. Taryn, you get right up there with your dagger and just...
It's the one that got shot, and she just turns around to Sneak.
I'll just turn around and give Taryn a look.
However, yeah. However, guys, I need you to give me a little roll. The two of you right next to the door.
Cinnamon.
Thank you, Taryn.
We'll make a roll, and then I'll tell you what happens with that roll next time.
No, not yet, not yet. We're almost there.
God. Almost
I need a
lost
wisdom
the
save. I need a wisdom save from Taryn and Kai.
Jeez.
I was gonna do this at range, but okay.
Oh, jeez.
Please tell me I just start immediately wailing on him.
I'll use advantage. Why not?
Sure thing. Let me find your character sheet again. 14 and 9. As the two of you are standing there, right beside the door, you look directly beside you and you see this large, glowing red door that has the face of a minotaur upon it, with skin that looks to be different folds and cracks all throughout them, and furs that are just slowly drifting downwards. And the two of you become paralyzed with fear, looking at this door.
Back of mind, I'm thinking, thanks, Taryn.
You ran up there your damn self. That's all your fault.
I have a ability that should get rid of this, shouldn't I?
Yes, you do. After a moment of staring at the door, Kai closes his eyes, trembling, and exhales deeply where the fear ends on him. But Taryn is still paralyzed looking at it.
Oh, can I like give her a slap to get slap her out of it?
No reaction.
I'll look to the other ones and motion eyes to the door and wave them off.
So what are you all doing?
I'll begin to walk up towards Taryn.
Okay.
She's not? No.
She's not moving at all. She's just staring at the door.
I will drag her away from the door, or attempt to at least.
All right, give me a wisdom save, Alistair.
Kai is trying to think if there's anything he wants to steal off of her.
Do I get advantage? Fault background? Anything? No?
No. Not for saving throws, only ability checks. Alistair is now paralyzed, staring at the door as well.
Kai rolls his eyes.
Can you please try and maneuver them back this way if you can?
Yeah, Kai will. Alistair? Okay, I'll try to move Alistair.
That'll be an athletics check.
You attempt to move a statue.
How many hundreds of pounds do you weigh again?
Over 500.
Oh, 19's good enough for pulling. You grab onto his arm and just start pulling. And as soon as you no longer have your peripheral vision on the door, Alistair, you immediately snap back into reality.
Oops, there goes
gravity.
Yeah. You just experienced an endless maze while being hunted by some large creature that luckily you didn't see. As you were running through, you saw all of these dead bodies lying in corners, some fresh, most incredibly old and ancient, and you were being chased, and it was catching up to you. Whatever it was in there.
Is there some element to the door that caused it to fear me, or the affected me, or it's just the...
It was the door. You looked at the door, and then it happened.
I'll walk back to Taryn and cover her eyes with my hand.
So, Taryn, immediately you smell ill, but you are no longer in that endless maze either. And luckily, you are much faster than Alistair, but that creature was relentlessly hunting you. You were there for probably about 20 minutes or so, running for your life.
Close your
You
eyes.
thought you were
here.
teleported.
And honestly, you're probably the first time that anyone ever saw Taryn actually frightened.
Close your eyes and walk forward.
She'll turn around and just 10 feet the other way, just trying to calm herself.
You know, it's a wonder anyone worships that asshole.
I mean, from what the others said, those guards said it sounds like they get promised their own dominion over part of their eternal maze. So powerless people crave dominion over small pieces of meaningless things.
Any ideas? Do I cover up the door? Do I open it wide? Do we dispel it?
I don't think we have the capacity to dispel something like that. I have a feeling it's a little above our pay grade. But
Are we just need to walk by the door, or we need to go in the door?
To the door.
That's the ritual room.
Well, maybe
walk through the door blindfolded.
Or were you saying, Skeeter?
I've got a very large blanket. Maybe Alistair can not look at the door, and if we think that's what made people stop, and you can hold it over the door or tack it up, and then we can kind of walk in without ever looking at the door.
I like that plan.
I pull out of my bag a giant blanket. It's like a giant burlap color blanket, but it has sewn onto it in large silver letters, Skeeter.
I'll grab the blanket from him and walk over the door and try to block it off. Is it a single door or is two doors a hinge?
Well,
what?
the reason why I was,
Go ahead, Skeeter.
the reason why I was thinking Alistair is he's nice and tall, and so he can tack it up rather than.
The door
There's a
is
comma in between
massive. It goes all the way up to the ceiling, about 8 feet, and stretches width-wise around 8 feet, 9 feet as well. So, out of all of you, Alistair's the only one that has that arm span. Wait,
And this blanket is.
you're 8 feet tall, right, Alistair?
Yep.
Then you have the arm span to actually cover it with your blanket.
And this blanket is
Single
huge.
door?
It's larger than a king size. It's
Yeah.
it's a very large blanket.
It's the ritual blanket.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Kai?
Is it a single door?
Well, there's two, like a cut all the way through it. So, like, it's double doors,
I think they call it a French door, I think. I don't know.
I suppose. I don't know where the door comes from. Currently, it's in Exandria.
Does it come in
So-
Western saloon style?
So we open the door and we can only cover one side of it unless we tear the blanket in half.
Wait,
No,
you guys, if it's the light or whatever's behind the door that's causing the issue, when we walk in there, it's not going to be any better once we take the blanket off.
Well, we can't rip the blanket. That's a non-issue there, but
I
a
can
non-starter.
also darkness it, though it'll waste key.
Can I see if I don't recall anything like this with my background?
Roll me an Arcana check with advantage. History would not apply in this situation.
Goodie, a +1.
And Mersha, I didn't see your message earlier. You're going into it.
Yeah.
So, 12. You felt the magic, not as you were walking up, but when you looked upon the face of Baphomet. It originated from that, as far as you can tell. Now, if it was the glow or something behind it, unfortunately, only Terran, Sneak, and Kai were actually on the ship when they killed the vessel before.
As far as I... Oh, go ahead.
I have an idea. And she'll take out a rag and like blindfold herself and then walk down and find, are there hinges on the door or are they on
The hinges would be on the inside.
they were on the outside. I was like, Like, just take them off.
Just take off the door.
Just take off the door, but if they're on the inside, then that kind of...
Kai goes up the
Yeah.
door and listens to it.
Well, actually, is there a crack in the door? Because if there is, just try to get the...
There is a little crack in the door. And Kai, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Skeeter, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was
Go
just saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm imagining if the blanket's in front of it,
Mhm.
and there's a double door behind it, Alistair can, once the blanket's tacked up, he can reach behind it, open up both doors, and then we go in without ever looking at the door. That's my...
Well, you would have to have blinders on your peripheries. Those of you with shit perceptions, no problem. Those of you with any number of perception above like 10, that would hurt you. You would see it with your peripheral.
So Skeeter and Terran.
Skeeter and Terran would be fine if it was just
Perfect.
in their peripheral. But yeah, perception. Yeah, I have to roll your perception. I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
Sorry.
It's good. It's good. One of these days, we have to get you into the app, the beta app, to see if it works or not.
Roll 20.
Yeah, right. Natural 1 for 5. It sounds like there is something on the other side.
Does it look like I can like crack it open and look in?
I mean, you could certainly try. There's no like twisty knobs. It's handles that you push inwards, and the handles are like hooks coming out of the nose.
So I really wanted to say this, but Bethlehem is like the Minotaur demon, right?
He looks like a minotaur, but he is not the demon of minotaurs.
Yeah. So when he was like going to listen to the door or through the door, I was gonna say it's gonna whisper horny secrets into your ear.
Oh no. Get it? Horns.
Ha ha ha. I guess Kai will.
I apologize because my bird is sharing horny secrets with everyone apparently today, so...
Yeah. That's
try
what
to
birds do.
carefully crack when the door is open to get an idea what's going inside.
All right, athletics check to try to open one of the doors. The door is not budging. Like you lean, you lean against it. Oh, that is a fucking heavy door. And then you like running push. It's not opening. The door does not appear to be locked. It's just so fucking heavy. You don't think you could close it.
There's no way where there's a crack around the side that I can look through.
With your previous perception check, you can't see anything.
Stupid perception check. Okay, fine.
Yeah, they hurt sometimes.
You want me to open the door?
Be our guest.
Guy waves to him. Open it.
All right, Skeeter, go ahead, walk on up. Wisdom save
Okay.
though.
So is he
shit.
still holding the? Is he holding the blanket? I'm sorry. I thought.
Oh,
the blanket was being
Alistair's.
held up.
Alistair, are you holding the blanket?
At this point, I'm incredulous enough to do so.
There we go. Cool. So Skeeter, go ahead and try to open the door.
Okay.
Athletics
Got
check.
So I'm blankets. I've got my arm around the blanket, and I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Give her a push.
it.
Or he, or it, they.
Turns
I'm
out
gonna
it's
give
a
the door
pool.
they.
Have I ever done that on you?
Yes.
19.
It gives very little. Oh, that is a heavy door. It's almost like it doesn't want to open for you. Huh.
Like, he gives a little bit.
What if we all push at the same time?
Would you all like to try to push at the same time?
I'll put my thieves' tools back in where I was like attempting to slip them through the crack and like get up and help.
I want to try
Sure.
something first.
Yes, Alistair?
I'm gonna say, can anyone hold this up so I don't have to look at his face?
it'll
Crowbar.
need 2 of you. Yeah, 2 of you.
And I'm just going to like see if it lets
Well,
me
who's the
through.
other one? Who's the other one?
Marshall
I have
will.
some things that you can. Wait, what is it? Stone? Is the door frame? Is it stone or wood?
Everything down here is stone. Everything.
Okay, never mind.
So Mersha, so Taryn and Mersha are stacking
Holding
each
up
other's
the
shoulders
tarp.
to hold it up.
Yep. All right. So what are you gonna do, Alistair?
I'm just seeing if it lets me through. Just
Are you just pushing gently?
push, yeah.
Erase this door.
No, it doesn't let you in.
Damn,
Hold on.
Okay.
my
all
VIP
at
pass has
once.
expired.
All at once. I mean, are you guys
Oh.
trying that?
Yeah. Might as well.
D&D. It takes you 5 minutes to kill NPCs, 40 minutes to unlock a door.
You say that.
We're actually trained to kill NPCs. We're not trained to open doors.
You're a
It's
rogue.
not-
I don't want to
More
hear that shit.
importantly, That's fair. Taryn, step the fuck up.
Yeah, Sneak, Kai, and
Attempting
Taryn.
to.
Skeeter? I think Skeeter. Thieves' tools, right?
So I guess that's just a collective athletics check from everyone.
Everybody athletics, or one of you could help one other individual. Oh, Merch is pushing. He push it.
I'm getting a little.
Yeah,
Damn.
Skeeter?
Oh, shit.
I was just saying I was getting a little titillated about seeing what's behind the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah,
How
I'm getting a
dare
little
you
giddy.
deny.
I'm getting a little excited.
Let Skeeter speak, please. What were you saying?
I'm getting a little excited. I'm getting a little,
Related.
but in a good
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I got you, yeah. You're turning into a manic pixie boy.
27.
27. Sneak, we need yours.
Taryn can't really get in there. She just kind of like little side push.
She's on the side just... So, as all of the low rolls are just pushing against the sides of the door, Skeeter stands on one side and starts... Alistair on the other side, grunting and heaving as hard as he can. Sneak, you grab onto the handles and it just easily moves for you.
Oh, we didn't let.
You all forgot who was the original vessel for Baphomet.
Even the original vessel forgot he was the original vessel.
Well, I didn't think that. Oh, yeah. Well, technically, I didn't say that. But anyway, look.
The door spreads wide. Let me gather you all up in
Oh,
your
hi.
standing positions real quick. Oh, yeah. And then we'll put, Kai right there. Mersha over Skeeter Kai. Taryn on the side of you, rather. Actually. Copy. And let me move you all over to the new map.
Roll initiative. You're fighting a god. Oh, God.
As the door spreads open,
Jesus.
you are all hit with this awful stench of decaying meat lofting through the air. The ground beneath your feet seems to be covered in blood and furs all around. Massive scratch and claw marks are to be seen in each attribute, and the dead center of this room is this large pool of water that seems to be made in the shape of Baphomet's head. And up, further away from you all, standing at an altar, you can hear 2 individuals doing an abyssal incantation. And it's at this point we are going to be ending the session. Because next week when we come back, y'all have to roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.